love to kind of know, have you guys had to step into a dealership? I'm sure this probably has happened before, and they are very not self-aware of how they're necessarily doing. And you guys have to have, how do you navigate those conversations to help them kind of see, okay, guys, these are some opportunities. These are some areas that you're doing great, but these are some opportunities that are going to hinder you to kind of achieving the goals that you want to achieve. How do y'all guys go about that conversation?
That goes back to that trusted relationship with the dealer, because sometimes we have to have hard conversations with the dealer. We will always tell the dealer what they need to hear and not what they want to hear. And if they trust us and we have a good relationship with them, then they'll actually sit down with us and listen to what we have to say, and take some weight. It takes some weight, but I think it all goes back to that relationship that you create with your dealer partner, and they take you serious when you have something that you need to have a conversation with them about, whether good, bad, or otherwise, or you recommend something, they actually take you serious. So
I think our team is very good at not allowing themselves to become yes men and to just be honest and be real about assessing where we're at, whether there's something going well or something not going well. We don't sugarcoat it. We don't beat around the bush. We're going to bring it to you and bring it out. And we're not just going to tell you, here's a problem. We're going to say, here's the problem. And here's what we believe is the best way to fix it.
Yeah. Always bring in a solution to a problem, not just bring in a problem and say, here you go, Yeah. So yeah, we always try to bring a solution when we bring a problem.
And I'm sure that means a lot to people that you work with, because you guys don't just like, okay, here's data we've seen, here's solutions, and not actually walk with them through it, or actually have relational equity to have those hard conversations. Because I'm sure that's got to be hard to hear, when you're working so hard like these dealers are, and then to hear, hey, these are some opportunities. I'm not just going to tell you guys are amazing. We're going to definitely acknowledge the work you're doing, but if you want to grow, this is what you have to do. So I can imagine that's not always easy to hear.
Yeah. And we always have we bring them evidence. So it's not just a verbal affirmation that there's a problem. We bring them evidence, and we have a business meeting with them rather than just having a conversation. So that's a big difference.
And to Dave's point, and I can't speak for Dave, but what's most rewarding to me is when you do convince somebody that, hey, this is an issue. There's a better way to deal with it. There's a better process than what you currently have in place. Get it implemented. And then months later, however long it takes to get things rolling in the right direction, to come back and go, here's the proof, here's the evidence, look how well this is working. That, to me, that's the greatest feeling, because the more you do that, the more they say, all right, let's talk about the next issue. And that's how we make progress. When you get involved initially, you don't know what you don't know. So you have to get to know the personality, the culture, their processes, who's who, where does everybody rank, where the pitfalls are. I mean, it takes some time and some analysis, not just through data, but through watching real time what people are doing. And until you have that information, we really don't know what the approach is going to be, because we don't know what the issues are and we don't know where the opportunities are.
You can go in and you can be trained, okay, a boilerplate way of doing things. Here's how we do things as a company. This is what I want you to do. These are the numbers I want you to gather. And then here's what we're going to go. We're going to go in with a game plan. And this is what the game plan looks like, right? Okay. Experience does something completely different for you. Okay. Experience is, you've been in the war, right? You've been in the mess before, and it allows you to identify things that other people would overlook because they have an agenda, right?
Wow.
We are actually paying attention to all the bullets flying and where they're coming from, right? And identifying that, hey, look, A, we could help this situation, or B, it doesn't align with what we do, right? It's probably not going to be, and I always say this, I'd rather lose fast, right? I'm going to lose. I want to lose fast, right? So I want to be able to take experience and identify from the beginning if it's a good fit by just getting to know the organization, taking and putting yourself in the organization for a time period and getting to know all the staff and their culture and their processes, and then paying attention, right? Because if you have an agenda in mind, right, you kind of become blind. You have blinders on because you have an agenda, right? But if you go in, not trying to shove them into your box, right? And instead going in and looking to see, hey, look, is there any way that I can take the foundation that's here and build a box around it and make it theirs? Because at the end of the day, it's impossible for us to spend 24 hours a day there, right?
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time with the dealers, but we can't be there every day, all day. So we have to know that if we put a blueprint in there, okay, and they gain our respect, by just spending time with them and helping and coaching and training them, that they're actually going to take that and do something with it. Because if they don't, it's worthless to everybody. We're wasting our time, they're wasting their time, and it's just not going to work. And they're going to hold us accountable for things that we will never succeed at.